Jump to the War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster situation playing as the Shadow Legion, where the endgame crisis is triggered. It was the Dwarf endgame crisis. He had Crackadrak, invested a fair bit into it, and this is probably the worst place to be during the Dwarf endgame crisis, because I think not just Malachi's faction comes back, but also Crackadrak, the original inhabitants of Crackadrak, before Malachi made them homeless, and they don't actually exist at the beginning of the campaign. But they still exist in the game files, and they're still triggered to come back during an endgame crisis. And Malachi's faction comes back during the endgame crisis as well. So they both come back. Everyone's got three factions essentially vying for Crackadrak, but he's already taken out Crackadrak, I'm assuming. What I'm going to do here is read out the email, get some more context as to what's going on, and then find a solution. So he says, "Hi Legend, my campaign had been going almost perfect, but I didn't even look at the short or long victory conditions of Bellicor, since I usually don't care about that at all. My goal had just been trying to confederate all the legendary lords I could get, and that went great. I got the long victory and crisis started. In preparation, I sent a lot of armies to Malachi's capital, since I knew already there would be a lot of fighting there. I killed the dwarf crisis that spawned here, but now Masters of Innovation are pouring in, and I just can't deal with them. I tried this fight in at least 3 different configurations, like trying to lightning strike him with Kholek, but he has, as in Malachi, has 2 good anti-large. If you find this interesting, I would wish you can help me." Okay, well, let's see what we can do. So, I can appreciate the fact that he tried to prepare as best as he could, but I think he actually put too much effort in. Sometimes you can actually do too much effort, and you didn't need to, and actually makes it more difficult for yourself. I can appreciate just recruiting everything that's available, which I'm assuming maybe you picked them up from somewhere else, and just throwing it at the enemy. But when you're going up against the Dwarf endgame crisis, and you've got like an ace up your sleeve, then maybe the ace is all you need. You don't necessarily need to throw a bunch of 2s and 3s in your armies just to fill up numbers. An ace is all you need. And thankfully for him, he's got the ace, but he doesn't realize it's an ace because he's not utilizing it correctly. And that ace is Kholek Suneater. So he correctly put in for Lightning Strike. That's good. That's really helpful here because we don't need any of these other idiots at all. Like, he even hired an army from another faction, which normally I'd be all in favor for, but we don't need them. Well, maybe we'll use them to take out this army over here because it's isolated. But basically what we want is for Kholek to rip his way all through here, basically by himself. Now, his current army configuration isn't going to be able to do it. But if we make a couple of adjustments, it will be able to be done. So just briefly, let me have a look at the difficulty. So everything's on max battle difficulty. That's cool. All right. Because, yeah, you've got Lightning Strike, but your army is going to get worn out after every engagement. Now, if this was Warhammer 2, you'd be fucked, and you'd need to have the other army show up. But it's Warhammer 3, and you've got access to Nurgle heroes. Except you don't have any Nurgle heroes here right now. Luckily, we can kind of create a Nurgle hero on the spot. So, this guy here, this wizard, is too low level. You have to be at least level 5 in order to dedicate anyone to a monogod. But this Shadow Wizard over here, this guy here is level 10, and you've got plenty of souls, so that's not going to be a problem. So let's immediately Path to Glory him, devote to Nurgle. It would have been a lot better if this guy here was a Death Wizard as opposed to Shadow, but Shadow's maybe second best, just because Life Leeching as the passive being brought over would have been much more useful than a bit of extra speed. Our speed shouldn't be a problem. So we'll devote to Nurgle, and we got the Burning Body one. That actually could be quite handy because the dwarves will have a lot of flaming attacks. So you've still got the pass ability Smoke and Mirrors. That's good, I guess. And then we need to make sure we get Children of Nurgle. That is the most important one here. That means every spell that we cast is going to heal our army by... Okay, see, it says 0.2 per second for duration 4. What you do is you just add 1. So we get 5 ticks of it, means it will get 1% healing per cast that we do. So if we want the cheapest spell, Miasma of Pestilence, I think we can get that down to 3 Winds of Magic. But if we want to get overall value, I reckon Stream of Corruption is the way to go, especially against the dwarves. So, because we didn't have a whole lot of options here to choose from. Stream of Corruption will be 4 Winds of Magic. This would have been 3 Winds of Magic if we put a point into it. But with this here, we can actually do a significant amount of damage to the dwarves because it's 100% armor piercing. We still got to bypass, well, we can't bypass it, but we still got to deal with the spell resistance, but at least it's armor piercing on top of that, so that's good. As opposed to other types of breath attacks, such as Penumbral Pendulum, for example, is not 100% armor piercing. Okay, then we've got to get that into Kholek's army. So what I want to do is just move Kholek really just a little bit towards this enemy army, because now it's a shorter distance between here and the rest of the army, so that we need to rely on as much as possible his movement points. So let's chuck him in over here. Okay, good. Then the next thing is checking out equipment. Now I reckon he's pretty much done the best he can with Kholek's Sun Eater here. Armor of Destiny, that's great. Star Crusher, you know, his unique weapon. We do have the Doomsinger, but I think I'll put the Doomsinger on the other hero. Talisman of Preservation, that's great. And Crown of Everlasting Conquest with additional battle healing cap. So that's a new effect to it. But yeah, this is one of the best items in the entire game. I don't know why it's considered green, especially when shit like Armor of Khorne is considered blue. So this should be flipped. This should be considered blue, and this should be considered green, but whatever. It's whatever. They think that armor is more valuable than replenishment. That doesn't come with fire weakness. That's ridiculous, especially with battle healing cap on top of that. But whatever. I guess they'll just adjust that kind of stuff later. I don't know. I don't see anything else over here that would be particularly helpful. Would be good to get yourself the completed Book of Khorne. We could do... There's so many battles that you could do here. We could probably get it all in one go. Like, as in one turn. Thing is, though, you would cause a lot of public order penalties. It'd only be for one turn. Let me just have a look at your worst regions. Wouldn't it be funny if I go and do this for him and he's like, "Oh, why did you fuck up all my regions? They freaking all revolted on me." But the thing is, you're playing as the Warriors of Chaos. You can handle a few revolts. Let's do it for him. He didn't ask me to do it, but I see an opportunity. Let's do it. Okay, hang on. I just realized if I do this, then I can't wear the enchanted item, Crown of Everlasting Conquest, which will add an additional challenge, but we brought a healer into the army, so fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. For Khorne. Anyway, Khorne Corruption's not bad for us anyway, so providing loads of Khorne Corruption is fine. And who cares if everyone hates us? Okay. It will make us unable to hide, but he was kind of unable to hide anyway, so it's actually a good opportunity for him. Okay. So then... So I've actually weakened him a little bit with that. Then, this guy here. If we give... I wonder if it was possible to give... No, it had to be equipped onto a Lord. I was just curious. Let's give him the Chalice of Malfure, and also that would have been great on Kholek, but he does not have an arcane item slot. This one here, maybe miscast base chance for all enemy spellcasters. I'm not sure, but it should also apply to runesmiths. I'm not really relying on that too much, so I'll go with the other Trickster Shard, because at least that will allow us to strip them of their spell resistance if we really want to go that way. Talisman of Preservation, got no shortages of those. And yeah, you need the Doomsinger for some healing for you. Hang on, what about Sword of Change? Because you'll be healing because of the passive. 1 Chaos Spawn. No, I don't think that's really worth it. Tormentor Sword is alright. No, let's stick with the Doomsinger. And then give you the Trickster's Helm, because I want this guy to have more melee defense and also the barrier hit point. The more barrier that we've got, the better. Especially when you're stacking more barrier on top of each other. It gets really, really useful. Also, we won't be using this guy to go into direct combat. He's our spellcaster, so he'll probably just get shot every now and again. So the barrier will be good. You get out of range, you recover the whole full barrier, and then you go back in. Okay, I think we've done everything that we need to do here. Oh, hang on. He's got this here. Let's pop that in. Oh, yeah, there's another thing I want to talk about. Is his army. It's not perfect. A perfected Dragon Ogre Shaggoth army as a Shadow Legion, which is only possible to do this as a Shadow Legion, you would have a full army of Dragon Ogre Shaggoths. I'm not sure if he realizes, because he's got 6 of them in here, which is the normal cap for every other Warriors of Chaos faction, but you can actually put more than 6 Dragon Ogre Shaggoths. You can have 19 Shaggoths in something. There's no limit to the amount of gifted units you can put in any individual army, which is interesting that they don't actually mention that in the Harbinger's stat. It's just not mentioned at all. But yeah, that would make it significantly stronger. But we could get one right now if it was possible for us right now to switch the undivided Gift of Chaos. We can only do this once a turn, and he's gone for the Hail of Hellfire instead. You can get one of these every single turn if you add it, and then remove it the next turn, and then add it back again. That way you sort of skip once every 4 turns. That way you just don't have to wait as much. If you've got loads of souls, it's no big deal. Okay, but we're just going to have to deal with what we've got here. Is there any other units that we would want to transfer in? The giant would be better than dragon ogres, to be honest. But... because we can heal them a lot better. But we'll just stick with what we've got. Alright, let's get in over here. Maybe he's going for Hail or Hellfire to go with the more Hell Cannons. Unnecessary. Now, we don't even need all the rest of these guys here. So let's go with this. What about speed on them? Because they're going to be quite a big target. Whereas these guys are fast enough already. I guess I could just withdraw them from the battlefield if they cause problems. But speed... actually... I wish I had more of them, but I already checked. He's only got 2 banner of swiftness. No, we'll stick to that. These banners are better on multi-entity units, so we'll stick that on there. And we want to be lightning striking. And hopefully we can manage to end this battle in better shape than what we started. But we've got... it's going to be difficult or time-consuming to heal because we don't actually have a heal spell. We've got to use the Law passive. And there's some very dangerous units in here for sure. It's a shame he didn't have a... Festering Shroud. That would have been really handy for this battle because it provides missile resistance for the entire army. I wouldn't have equipped it onto Kholek. Yeah, because I can't now because I've got the Book of Khorne. Anyway, let's just see how we go. So we've got a 50-50 chance of getting the next Book of Khorne. And then what you do is you basically just equip the next book onto Kholek. And then just get the next one. Because I'm fairly sure I did a little bit of testing with this in my own campaign that I played. I wasn't able to drop another Book of Khorne until I equipped the previous, the one that comes before it. Basically, if you've got this one equipped, it'll only get you the next volume. It won't get you the volume after that. So if we want to get them all in one turn, that means that everyone's going to have it equipped. Because I can't unequip it, but I can actually transfer it onto another character, allowing him to equip another one once we get it. It's a bit weird that it causes problems for an undivided Warriors of Chaos, but whatever. Okay, so let's get started with thinning them out a little bit because we started off damaged. Actually, I'll put you in control at 1, you in 2. Just move them back just for now while we thin them out. These gyrocopters are not going to be a huge problem for us. No, we don't need to. Actually, get underneath them. Get them to... no, I was going to get underneath them, but they're over impassable terrain. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so we're getting shot at a little bit with the barrier. It would be best for us to get rid of their missile units over their melee infantry. Their melee infantry is no concern for us. We got to get rid of their guns. Also, their guns are going to have... I was going to say they've got less armor, but that doesn't matter, does it? That being said, I can also get in closer to the melee infantry so I can strip away their spell resistance. Because if we get in there, it'll help us do a little bit of extra damage to them. And every cast that we do is going to heal our army over here just a little bit more. So bounce power was even, but the problem that he was facing was just getting worn out. This is why he had an ace up his sleeve the whole time and he just wasn't using it. It's funny how Warriors of Chaos Nurgle is so much better than Demons of Chaos Nurgle. So yeah, they're getting a little bit of healing, but like I said, 1% heal every time we cast. And they're about 40% damaged, so 40 casts. This is why you'd want life leeching, because it makes it from costing 4 winds of magic to cost 1.4 winds of magic, so it's half the winds of magic cost. Plus there's other things you can do to potentially drop down the cost further. Alright, I'm gonna start... oh, hang on. Oh yeah, let's try to get rid of this, if possible. This is what I kind of want a little bit, of them hitting their own units with the artillery. Good. Kind of want to stay close, but not too close, because once they're in melee, they won't charge us anymore. Okay, I want these in control group 3 and just move around this way. They can actually regen in melee, everyone that's at rank 4, because they've got Gore Feast. So that one, those two there can't. But the problem is that the gyrocopters are faster. Good thing they're not Trollhammer torpedoes. I don't think that Endgame Crisis start off with any what's it called? Grudge Settlers. Just brain farted there for a moment. So we're good. Okay, now we're starting to get some kills. That's good. I reckon some of these shots are hitting their own units, which is great. Obviously, we want to get some units to get into their backline and get rid of these artillery, you know, once they're done serving me. All good, and let's do that. Good, 15,000 damage already. And the great thing about this sort of situation is that, because this guy is only level 6, as we continue to fight these battles, I'm not going to do all of them, because it's just going to be the same battle every single time, essentially. As long as we're in good shape, that is. Obviously, if we keep losing units, that's different. So I don't care if we lose regular Dragon Ogres, I'll try to keep them alive, but I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, it's just going to get easier and easier because this guy's going to get more levels up. He'll eventually get access to Arcane Conduit, and that'll just be the end of it, really. It'll be so easy to keep killing them. Alright. Come in through the forest this way so it blocks their shots, and then just plow through here. Alright, keep the giants back as much as possible, just because they're slow. And now time to use... Alright, we'll go into control group 2 with all of them. And forget about their melee infantry. Just go straight for the guns. Don't worry about him either. This also could potentially heal all of them that, you know, have rank 4. Also, if they can manage to get a rank out of this, you know, just get through that. Just run right through them. Forget about that Slayer Lord as well. Go for the guns. Just because they bring units in front of us doesn't mean we have to fight them. Just plow right through them. I mean, the AI does this as well. Okay, I want some stuff going on, and I want them. I'm going to control it 4 actually. Okay, pull through, taking a little bit of damage, nothing major. Luckily, we had already thinned out a lot of the guns beforehand. That blobbed them up a bit, but we're low on winds and magic at the moment. Let's keep them back. Because, like, I like giants within Warriors of Chaos. I know it sounds weird me saying that, even though this has been out for nearly 3 years now. Compared to, like, Warhammer 1 and 2. But maybe not for Kholek, specifically. Get the Shaggots. I like to get Festus with these kind of units. Okay, bunch of these fuckers are coming in. And you can see they dish out damage really quickly. Oh my god, look how quick they kill us. Get out of there, get out. Oh, moly. Okay, go over this way. Kill them a bit. God damn, that was way faster damage than I was expecting. This way. I reckon what happened is the unit that had clicked a target suddenly went hidden, and so they were like, ah, well, I forgot about it. Some of these are definitely not going to heal as much as what we had at the beginning of the battle. But another thing to consider is, I think if we get them to max rank, then there's some more missile resistance or ward save to be added through the red skill line, which he has already focused on. Alright, so balance of power is looking good. We're definitely winning the battle. Another thing is, because we're in forced march, they're quite tired. Now we're not generating magic fast enough to just constantly use it. Yeah, don't bring them back a bit, because this doesn't really have that much damage potential on us. But yeah, we just can't catch it, especially because we're on not force march, we're lightning strike, so we're tired. Yeah, I couldn't believe how quickly those Slayers were dishing out damage to them. So bloody fast. But yeah, their artillery smashed. Alright, it's probably best we don't actually use... I'm going to switch around my control groups a little bit. Put these in control group 2 and human control group 3. Yeah, want them to be attacking because they'll get regen. They don't automatically get the Gore Feast as soon as they rank up. They'll have to wait until the next battle. But at least they're all now better for it. Get them back. They don't seem to care about these ones over here. Okay, we're looking good there. Yeah, probably best our Shaggoths don't fight these Slayers just yet. Main reason for casting. I mean, I know I'm not doing a particularly good job of the every single cast. Just want to constantly get those heals in. Because if we get him a couple of levels up, he'll then be able to get access to Fleshy Abundance, which also isn't quite as good as it used to be, but it's still a lot quicker than doing it this way. So my goal here is to try to get his army back to full strength, and in a state where it's pretty obvious that it's going to get easier and easier as it goes through here. Not quite there yet. Because while I've got all the ingredients needed to make it super strong against dwarfs, what we really need here is ranks up. Everyone's got to level up a bit. And if I could use the... If I could use the magic here to maybe get rid of the Slayers, that'd be good, because yeah, they did so much damage so quickly. Well, since the Giants didn't participate in this battle, they're just full on getting healing without any downside. But the reason why I'm using the Shaggoths, not the Giants, is because if we get into a fight which is unfavorable with the Shaggoths, we can get away. With the Giants, no. Especially not when we're tired. Now, if you're thinking, why didn't you bring in another army and just not control large armies? The problem in this instance is limited amount of healing and eventually just running out of magic. We want to be fighting as many battles as possible, not one big fucking fight, because we'll get worn out by the time we get through one or two armies. Even if it means that we're tired throughout the entirety of the battle, we got to keep our regen in mind. Because this way, if we fight 4 armies and lightning strike them, 4 separate battles means 4 separate groups of regen that we get. Right, Kholek's at full health, so why don't we just send him in? He'll have... Let's have a look. Yeah, he's got really good resistances. And he's much faster than the others, so we can get him in and out quite easily. Let's focus on getting rid of the Slayers, because they have to be dealt with, whereas the other units, we could potentially army loss them. And just fight them again another time. Just want to make sure if I'm going to cast on something, I actually hit it. Now, of course, if we had the Crown of Everlasting Conquest, I could have done this a lot earlier, but I decided to give him the full Book of Khorne, because, you know, I'm nice like that. Well, we'll see if we can actually manage it. Because there's going to be a minimum of 4 battles, but it's apparently a 50-50 chance of getting it every time you fight a battle. I don't know if there's any way to augment that with, you know, with scouting, with this one being attached to the army. Just have no clue. But I know in the campaign that I played, I did get it very quickly. As soon as I tried to get it, that is. It's always good to equip it if you expect to be fighting a shitload of battles in a row. So we've got just a tiny bit of Winds of Magic left. They're seemingly just not focusing on Kholek at all now. Why is Kholek having such a hard time killing this guy? Yeah, it was fine to fight him when they were all just ignoring us, but when they decide to actually shoot at us, then change targets again. It shouldn't be too much longer. Now, once these we get the army losses inflicted on them, just trying to decide who should we send in to fight these slayers, because I obviously haven't killed them with the magic. I don't have enough magic to finish them off. Kholek's not going to be able to do it all by himself. No, that's going to miss. Oh, hang on, maybe not. Okay, that all looks good. These have almost healed completely. So I think overall we're in better shape than we were at the start of the battle. Just some of these units are a little bit damaged. Totally fine with Kholek fighting a Slayer Lord in a duel as long as nobody else gets involved. Because as soon as somebody else gets involved, they get distracted and start fighting all the infantry instead of the actual Lord that they need to kill. Good amount of missile resistance there for sure. Almost killed that Lord. And their bounce power is terrible now, so it really should be very close to army loss, especially considering our bounce power is quite good. Only got a tiny bit of magic left. Right, so these ones here, I'm going to put them in control at 5. Basically, not going to use them. Got to start bringing them in now to finish the job. I'm going to have to bring the Giants in to fight the Slayers. Like, everything that we've got is large, so yeah, just someone has to do it. Bring them back in as well. Because yeah, if I bring in the regular dragon ogres, they will get killed very quickly, I think. Oh crap. Wasn't paying attention to him, and I really should have. Luckily he's got so much potential regen that it's fine. It's fine, it'll be fine. Over here. Yeah, you can see how quickly these Slayers rip us to pieces. Okay, there's the army losses. Now we've just got these Slayers to deal with. Hopefully they don't completely wipe out one of our Dragon Ogres, like kill one of them. But I think it's somewhat likely. This will probably be our last spell. Oh no, we've got potentially one more we could do. Yeah, we're definitely going to take some casualties. And I'm pretty sure the Warriors of Chaos don't get a post-battle loot option for replenishment, so we're not going to be able to recover any of them. Which is why we want to rely on heal magic and single entities rather than them. This one's taking way too much damage, let's get it out of there. Only a handful of casualties. Well, this Shag is getting wrecked. So this one here, let's get it out of there. Alright, hopefully the other... Oh my god. Hopefully the other armies that we have to fight aren't so full of Slayers. Because that was definitely the biggest problem. I'm sure these dwarfs will appreciate being called a big problem as opposed to a small problem. Okay. Yeah, all the damage we took was just completely backloaded there. So yeah, one casualty. But yeah, those Slayers were a huge problem, so we should probably focus more of our I can't remember the name of the spell. The spell on them. Stream of Corruption, that's it. Okay, looks like that army got completely wiped out. Oh, that's right, that one was on Force March. And we just fought. Okay, there we go. We got the next book of Khorne. Now, if we want to... Look, that one's considered positive. If we want to... Oh, shit. Rampage. Oh, forgot about that. They rampage throughout the entirety of the battle. That's actually bad. That's good. Well, I said I'd do it. Alright, let's do it. So... we'll probably want to give him some boosts. We won't be able to make use of this. So he will need, yeah, just as much melee defense as we can give him. Alright. 5 levels up for this guy. That's really good. I don't... yeah, we need one more level to get to Arcane Conduit. But just looking at some other stuff here. So that'll make him a Mortis Engine. This here... that's not too bad. I think we should be focusing on going in this direction. Yeah, especially we'll need to get Fleshy Abundance in order to heal Kholek, because it's probably going to be getting hurt. And then just grab... I'm not going to miscast. I'm not going to overcast anything. Well, I might actually overcast that. So let's have a look. It'll have 100% miscast chance, won't it? It says 35, but because we're wearing this one here, our miscast base chance is going to go up a lot. But then again, we got barrier, so that'll be fine. That'll compensate us for that. Missile resistance. No. Just keep going towards Arcane Conduit. Just grab that, but we're not going to make use of it straight away. Okay. Alright, now what we need to do is equip just any random dude. Preferably someone who's... it doesn't matter. Get him that first Book of Khorne. Okay, actually, I'll just show you firstly, just in case you're not familiar. I won't be able to equip this or unequip that. Right? It's serious when it says this item cannot be removed the same turn as equipped. Can't be removed, but it can be swapped. So let's grab this guy. Here, grab the first Book of Khorne for him. And now Kholek doesn't have it. And I mean, we could use this battle here to recover. Actually, let me just check what we're going to be fighting.
Not worth the fight. Ready to face your doom.
So if I go up against this one... If I go up against this one here, there's only one Slayer. Well, actually, there's no Slayer. That one would be the easiest one, I think, to beat. That one's maybe a little bit easier. No, troll hammer torpedoes.
Ready to face
That's
your
still got some
doom.
as well.
I'm your doom.
That one would be more difficult to deal with. Alright, so we'll attack with this one here. And I will put on the next Burning Book of Khorne. Again, it's going to cause Rampage. That's a big problem. The rest of them are going to do that as well. We're not going to be able to control them in the battle. And the control is also a big issue. So, well, like I said, you'll be fine, right? So, then we're going to launch the attack here and also Lightning Strike. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, let's go. Okay. Now, while we do have Fleshy Abundance now, and we can heal them, we should still rely on using the Breath attack first, just because it's more efficient that way. Because we've got a lot of characters here. Like, if it was post-nerf Nurgle spell, and we could heal all of our single entities with one overcasted cast, then yeah, I'd do that. But since I can only do 4 at a time, and it is a very expensive spell, and there are some units over here that we should probably thin out first, we'll get better use out of it doing it that way. It's just for emergencies, basically. Alright, Kholek is going to go rampaging straight away, but we can still put him as far away from the enemy army as possible, and then just try to lure everyone else away from him. That way he'll just, like, run around in circles for a little while I kind of heal him. But yeah, I won't be able to control him in this battle. Alright, so let's get some control groups going. Okay. That's going to rampage as well, because it's quite badly damaged. At least they've all got Gore Feast this time around. Alright, now we need to make sure we get rid of those Slayers after seeing what they were able to... Hang on, maybe I should be a bit more careful around those Troll Hammer Torpedoes. Yeah, at least that Rampage is temporary. I probably should have taken the Banner of Swiftness off him, actually, in hindsight. Okay, it'd be great to get some barrier back. Obviously, we don't get our maximum barrier because we start off the battle a little bit damaged. That guy's a bit far away. I don't want to get in too close, even though I can strip away some of their... Crap, I didn't cast. Strip away some of their spell resistance. It'll also mean that we'll get killed a lot faster. And while we've got plenty of regen cap, I don't want to get insta-killed. Okay. That one there might still have another rampage to use. Maybe. So the biggest threat to us is that one, but this spell actually isn't all that good against him. It's not terrible. Hang on, what if I get in really close to it and actually fight it in melee? That should be fine. It's not like these guys here are weak. Okay, it's good they've got a nice big fat blob here for us to cast on, and we're healthier than we started off as, so that's good. Also, if I had gotten more hit points, it would have increased the amount of barrier we had as well. Yeah, I think I should have put one of the Banners of Swiftness on the Manticore so we could actually catch up to these gyrocopters. It's good this one he didn't start off with wounds. That one did though. So that one and that one, okay. Keep that in mind. So bounce power wasn't in our favor to begin with. See if we can move them around this way. I might withdraw the giants from the battlefield because I think they're going to have a hard time getting around this. Like I said, we really want to make sure they don't go near Kholek because I can't control him. Because Kholek will die, you know, not super quickly, but it will happen if we just leave him in combat. So the main thing I'm trying to do here is just inflict the army losses as quickly as we possibly can. Okay, I'm glad they're going for the healthier ones. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have given Kholek the Death Singer weapon. Just realized that now. I mean, it's not like he's not healing with these spell passives, just if they went over there. Move them. Right, move these ones here into the forest, because they can actually hide there. So far, 18,000 damage. That's almost as much as we did in the entirety of the previous battle. It's all thanks to this blob here. Also, they're not rushing at us because their artillery hasn't been neutralized. Shit. Hopefully we dodged that. Need to get over here and stop that. Kholek moving a little bit more over this way is not ideal for us. Alright, let's start moving just these ones on their own because the giants will never get here in time. Get them over around this way. Okay, let's see how that goes. Kholek's fine, no issues there. Get these ones around the back of this army, yep. Try to get them basically turned back around. So these are organ guns shooting at this one. Did we get them off the artillery? They should have a good amount of missile resistance, yeah, so it's not going to kill us in one hit. Like I said, our ability to regenerate the manticores is a lot easier in this particular battle compared to the last one. Just got to be careful about them shooting at us. Haven't done any damage to those giant slayers yet. Alright, I thought they'd give us a bit more grief trying to get through here, but they didn't. So that's good. And yeah, they just keep running that down. That'll be good to get some regen. Kholek is healing, so that's good to see. As long as nobody bothers him too much. Yeah, as long as we're hunting for these books of Khorne, it seems unlikely we're going to be able to utilize Kholek again. Okay, watch out. You're about to get shot with those guns. Get out of the way. Less concerned about the guns in this battle than we were in the previous one. This time I'm more concerned about... Actually, I'd just rather just get the army losses on them. Is this one... This army... This wasn't one of the ones on Force March, was it? I'm not sure. Because this one's here is fresh. But everyone else isn't. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this army's on Force March. It's just that I think this one is fresh because of the actual artillery itself, because they've got, I think they've got fatigue, but the crew are tired. So if they drop it, we'll see they go instantly to being tired. It's a bit weird. Nice blob there. And we've done 40,000 damage. That's great. If this one just goes over this way by itself, we'll eventually be able to just charge in here and they won't be able to do anything about it. Okay, good. We've taken it off the artillery. Yep, see, I was right. They go straight to tired. It's their organ guns that are actually fresh. Very silly. With the Slayers in amongst this? No, there they are. I think overall this battle's going much better than the previous one, just because of how stupid they're being. So just keep running circles around them, and they just keep on reforming. Let that one get a bit closer still. Okay, now would be a good time to go after it, because they're going to be shooting through the trees, so it's going to block a few of their shots. Yeah, this is where Arcane Conduit would really come in handy, but it just is what it is. Not that many kills though, which is fine. Good. They're healing while fighting that. That's great. Okay, at least we've done a little bit of damage to the giant slayers here. That's good. I'd like to do more. But at the same time, when you see this gigantic blob of them here, of course you're going to take that. Because it's not like these ones here don't do any damage to our units either. It's just that Slayers do a hell of a lot more, and they have to be dealt with. Whereas these ones here can be armorless away. Yeah, run it down just so they can basically feed off it. Board feast. It's good that they're just sending like one unit at a time over here to go deal with them. This is why splitting up your army can be really handy. Alright, so... yeah. Well, they keep doing it. And we've still got a fair bit of wins left. You know what I think? They've just changed their target because these guys are healing it with each cast that we do. And suddenly, the bounce of power is stronger over here, so that's where they want to go. But that's fine by me because this is our fastest portion of the army. We can outrun them. Especially because all the artillery has been neutralized now. Yeah. The crew is still alive, but they're off the artillery. And of course, the AI is brain dead, so it doesn't get back on it. Good. Now, if we don't get enough kills in this battle, this guy's not going to get the extra level that he needs in order to get to rank 12, and then any additional levels will help as well. So we need to make sure we're not just dishing out damage, but also dishing out kills. But since some of them are very low on health, each cast is getting a couple of kills now. They're advancing very slowly. In fact, they're basically still in the same spot. Good to see that Kholek didn't just randomly make his way over here. Otherwise, I would have had to send everyone in to go and support him, because this isn't the final battle, obviously. We've got others to do. If we want to get that Burning Book of Khorne completed, lots of battles need to be fought. Minimum of 4. Average should take 8. But we're already ahead of the curve at the moment because we got the first 50-50 chance done. But we could end up fighting like 4 battles in a row and not get the next one. And the next one will have the Rampage as well. Okay. The great thing about this is, on top of that, is while we're also damaging them, everyone else is getting just a tiny bit of healing. So we can hopefully end this battle actually in better shape than what we started. Good, getting some casts on them. Don't want to get too close. even though we've got the Trickster Shard. Okay, I'm running low on magic now, so we're going to have to go in real soon. And won't be able to utilize Kholek. Which is going to be a problem for this guy here, because that's very high melee defense, and these guys are exhausted. Oh, I could probably just lure him over to Kholek. I think this is our last cast, yep. This is where life leeching would have been really handy. I would have used up only half my winds of magic by now. But that's it, that's all we got. So now we've got to bring everyone in. And just try to hit at their weak spots. I really want to inflict the army losses now, if possible. So that leads to some pretty good recovery for our army. So we can see here, with 110 winds of magic, constantly casting Stream of Corruption, gets us about, I don't know, 30% healed. So this is about 30 casts. Since they're ignoring him and he's got passive regen, just sending him in wherever I can. To help. Yeah, they are big time ignoring him. Yeah, definitely don't fight that one. Ah, shit. No casualties yet. But I'd be surprised if this one here doesn't die, because they're aiming for that one specifically. Come on. Good. Once we're in melee, then they're no real threat. Alright. Get this one out of there. Get them in there. Ah, crap. Obstruction here is going to cause us some damage. Just because of having to get around it. Yeah. Don't really want to fight just yet, because we've got him in a good angle over here. Stay away from him. Alright, he's going to get us, I think. So I think we're really close to inflicting the army losses. Right. Didn't get rid of these gyrocopters. Pull them away. Hang on, just didn't finish this one off. Damn it, lost the Shaggoth. Just regular Dragon Ogre, I mean. The Giants might actually be the best bet for dealing with the Demon Slayer. Because their melee attack is pretty much the only thing that's going to actually hit him. Alright, let's get you over here as well. So I can help out with this. If we can hit him in the rear, that would be great. But yeah, you can see already he's doing a shitload of damage to us. So did I say Dragon Slayer? I meant Demon Slayer. Ah, shit. Slayer here. Gotta deal with it at some point. Might as well be now. It's somewhere in the forest, but it shouldn't matter too much. Their melee defense is not that big of an issue. It's ours, comparatively. It's a melee attack. Almost got him. I think actually bringing these ones here hindered them a little bit. Okay, we've army lost them. That's great. So that gives us an opportunity for these ones here to run them down and get some healing. So that Shaggoth there. I think we're in better shape at the we're in better shape now than we were at the beginning of the battle, but not by a huge margin. And again, we chose this one because it was relatively easy because it had fewer slayers. You know, this one's not going to end up in a better state. Alright, so I'll just pause the recording as these guys here run them down so they can get a little bit of regen. Okay, pretty much ran them all down. There's a weird thing going on with one troop over here, another troop over there. They've gone back and forth. It's silly. Heroic victory this time, so that's good. But yeah, that one was easier than the previous battle, especially considering how stupid they were. Once again, took one casualty. Well, if we take one casualty per battle, we will eventually overall win. But yeah, a bit lopsided damage on these two specifically, but that's because they had to fight the Slayers. So many Slayer Lords. How much movement do we have left? Also, we got volume 5 and 6. Okay, we're beating the odds, that's for sure. Because it says here, after winning any battle with this lord, primary participant, there is a 50% chance to find the subsequent volumes of the Burning Books of Khorne. Well, because it's a 1 in 4 chance to succeed twice in a row in this case. So, wait, hang on a second. I'm an idiot. We didn't have to get 4 additional books. We only get 3, so it's only 6 rolls that I needed to do. Not 6, that was 3 rolls. So it was, on average, 6 tries, not 4. No, sorry, 8. So yeah, we only need to get 1 more book. So this one here, this book, just seeing what it does. Where is it? Enchanted. Yeah, still got the Rampage. Oh, makes the enemy fucking unbreakable, essentially. Enemy leadership plus 50 enemy armies in local region. Shit. Okay. Well, let's... Okay, what would be good for this, I reckon, is attacking a damaged army, not a full strength one, with wearing that one. So what we'll do is... Oh, Archaon's here. I didn't even realize that. Didn't even see him there. My god, I looked at him as well. I didn't even register that he was there. Shit, he's good. Wait, he's gone mostly down the blue line, so yeah, okay. He's not super good yet. Definitely not the one-man doomstack he could potentially become. Alright. Yeah, just equip that one on him. As for volume 5 and 6, maybe what we should do... Just thinking. Who are we going to attack? This one here has only got 1 unit of Slayers, plus there's no Slayer Lord this time, so that would be the easiest. Could use that to regenerate. That one there isn't that tough either. Plus, because it's not on Forced March, whatever's left of it, that'd be good to attack. Because I wouldn't need Kholek for that particular battle. Because the problem is we eventually just run out of magic. Let me just have a look here. So yeah, we get the Arcane Conduit, definitely. Then... Let's see here. I don't think we really need cooldown for spells, because we're mostly limited to how much winds of magic we can generate. And even with this isn't going to generate it super quickly. Just quicker than it was before. We're on a Chaos War Shrine? No. No! Bad fucking thing! Don't do that automatically. I only noticed that because of the ability there. I was like, wait, what's the ability that? Oh, that's the Chaos War Shrine. No. We don't want that. That slows us down. We don't want it. Yeah, that's really bad to bring against the Dwarves. Rot Beast will be fine. Although we lose a little bit of speed, but it's only a tiny bit for a much stronger mount. Alright, I'm just thinking... One of these... Actually, we can get both of these, but which one would be best? Weapon strength plus 7%, immune to contact effect. I don't think that's going to matter too much. Aura of Pestilence is alright. Rancid Reach is really good if you want to get into a nice big blob. So I reckon go with that one. Melee defense and melee attack. Specifically the melee defense is quite good. Hit points will really boost him for... Look at this. Oh yeah, not going to get anything from that. This will be really good for boosting our barrier by 6%, which will give us, what, 24 extra barrier? It's better than nothing. Plus spell resistance and miscast reduced chance. No, I'll go with this one. I think that'll be more useful. And then we'll get Aura of Chaos. Okay. And then Kholek. Yeah, his blue line's good. We don't need anything from there. Scarred Veteran would be good. Alright, go with that. Alright, since we've got that one cleared now, you can wear the Crown of Everlasting Conquest this time.
Oh, yes.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I've been doing things the wrong way. Just realized this. You take that off. You take... Where is it? You take the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. And we'll give Kholek Doomsinger. And we'll put on this one. Because this army here is not that bad. We don't really need Kholek for it. Yeah. Okay, well, it's done. I can still take it off him, technically. But let's just get this over and done with. The sooner it's done, you just equip it to someone else. Obviously, equip... hang on a second. Yeah, we got to get volume 7 and 8. Alright. Alright, then attack... Oh shit, we can't attack this one. He's going to go back around that way. Ah, damn it. Okay, hang on. If we attack this one, that one's more dangerous. Got Garrison that can help us out, but that's 3 armies. Not controlling a large army in that situation, I don't think so. Would not be worth it. Still should be lightning striking. Okay. Maybe... okay, hang on. No, you can't give you any items. You take this one off me. Just for now. I think we should just go back to the original setup. Fight a battle. So you get this one. And you grab Star Crusher. And you can have... what is it? Other Stricter Shard back. And you get... Doomsinger. Okay. Yeah. So we're not going to get a Book of Khorne this time. But it'll make this battle here a lot easier. I was going to go for this guy, but I can't actually attack him. See how we lose all of our movement? It's just... zone of control fuckery. Yeah, keep it on him. And definitely Lightning Strike again. Once again, crushing defeat, but that's fine. But yeah, this time, not rampaged. We don't have the Book of any of the Books of Khorne, so there's no chance of us getting... Sorry, it's Squeaky Chair. No chance of us getting the next one, but there's still other opportunities to do so after this battle. Plus, it doesn't have to be Kholek. If there's anything left over of these forces, we can get our other troops to go in and still get it. Okay. So yeah, he'll have plenty of regen this time. Right, I want you control it 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's good to see these manticores actually getting pretty good use out of them. But once again, we should send him in to go and thin them out. They've got more Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedoes this time. Bounce power is better to begin with for us this time. Could start off with a Fleshy Abundance. Let me just... 135% miscast chance, yeah, so... yeah. Let's not do that. One piece of artillery. Right, shred it. Oh, God. Shit. Oh, well, at least he's got shitloads of regen. Let's get around them here. And yeah, I think we should definitely try to get rid of their Slayers. Because I'll have to rely on inflicting the army losses a bit less in this battle than I did previously. But I'm going to go around here and try to get them to change their formation. But also want to get at the... This way. Because don't forget, we've got the Mortis Engine effect now. We kind of want to touch them, but not actually be in, like, constant melee. It's not like that Mortis Engine effect is going to do shitloads of damage, but it's better than nothing. It's a bit of extra. Alright, so start getting them around this way, and... Okay. But they're no longer trying to shoot at him. Give them back a little bit more. Yeah, it's doing some damage, so that's good. Top priority should be the Troll Hammer Torpedoes and the Slayers. Having to do with one Slayer is not that big of a deal, I guess. Oh, it's not Slayer Lord, though. Definitely shouldn't be using... Not that I've got it. Shouldn't be using the... what's it called? Rancid Visitation to single entity damage him. Definitely not worth it. Too expensive of a spell. And now that we've got Kholek back at full strength, let's bring him in over here and start messing with him. Although they'll definitely use the Troll Hammer Torpedoes on him straight away. It should be 90% missile resistant though. Them to come around over here, get rid of these artillery for us. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't shoot at him. So they're not going for him specifically right now, because he's not as dangerous as the Troll Hammer Torpedoes are, at least not at the moment. Start trying to get around this way. I reckon that's easier than the other direction. It's doing a bit of damage, but I need to get rid of the cannon more than the gunner there. Okay, the Giants are going to have to stay behind because they're just too slow. Same thing with them; they're not going to be fast enough. The Shaggers will be able to get through here. Hang on, they're going to have to move it. They've already going to have to commit. No, don't get bogged down against that trash. Not important. Of course, it's the Giant Slayer on that flank. Sorry about them, that's not a big deal. They might only send one unit to go fight the Giants, and I can always just withdraw them from the battlefield if it looks like they're going to get into trouble. This guy here's been really missile resistant. Yeah, he's got heaps. Don't fight the Slayers. No, 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 no. Not worth it. Go, go, go. Deal with the Slayers later. Okay, the Manticores are doing really well there. I don't think I casted that very well. Oh, no, that seemed fine. Okay, Kholek, get started on fighting the Giant Slayer a little bit, because at least you're at full health, so you got plenty of regen to do. And the Crown of Everlasting Conquest is really good regen, because it's 0.2% healing per second. It's like having the passive on of this one constantly. Okay, try to go this way, see if we can avoid them. Yeah, the Slayers are doing a lot of damage. Well, we're not getting as many kills in with this guy as we did in the previous battle, so the AI is doing better in this one than they did previously. I'm glad I didn't put on the Book of Khorne. That would have made this very uncomfortable. But overall, though, the battle's still going well for us. Okay, bunch of miners with blasting charges, no problem. Okay, bring them in over here. So once again, we've got access to Fleshy Abundance, but it is a very expensive spell. Just using that if we've got Winds of Magic at the end of the battle remaining, or if we needed to save someone's life. That's about it. Get out of there. That's about to get real dicey. So probably we'll use it on this one if we inflict the army losses. We've still got some magic left, which we've still got just a bit under 60 magic in total. They're going to move out of the way. Yep. Probably just a tiny bit of damage done to him on that one. Ah, shit, the Slayers actually came over here, but if I'm mistaken, I think the Giants are actually winning. Maybe just watch out for this one. Might use Fleshy Abundance on that one. We'll see. Kholek has almost hit his regen cap, so let's get him out of here now. Just keep him in good health so we can deal with this one at the end of the battle, once we've army lost them. Actually, why don't you run over here and help out these Slayers? Since they're too slow to get away from it. Just have to commit to it now. Okay, those are isolated. You can come over there and deal with that. And good, they're hidden, so they forgot about them. Well, let's reveal them so they actually send like one unit back. Alright, so in total there's, 8,000 damage. Not enough to kill a full giant unit, but they definitely did some damage. Okay, their forces spread out. We just pick at whatever their weak spot is. Try to get that army losses. It shouldn't be too far off. It seems like they're really confused as well. They're not sure where to attack because some of their units have just completely stalled. Tell you what, this guy, he was a good choice. He's doing wonders for us. That flame resistance coming in handy. Another slightly additional bonus to this is inflicting poison on them, slowing them down. Definitely don't want him fighting hammerers, but finding in a bunch of rangers is fine, I guess. Especially if they're burning their own units. Also, want to try to make use of that Mortal Ascension effect. You guys need to get out of there. Yeah, since they're doing a fair bit of damage to their own units, I might just let him stay there. Because that's actually working out really well. I doubt we'll use up his regen cap because he's got the Chalice of whatever it's called again. Got him completely surrounded though, that's not ideal. If I can get out... Actually, the flamethrowers are kind of giving us a way out. Because it is reducing our regen speed. But since they're damaging their own army more than myself, we could actually preserve our Winds of Magic a little bit, so I can actually use it for Fleshy Abundance, not having to use it entirely on Stream of Corruption. Well, they want to come into melee or something. Actually, I prefer them actually shooting at us. So I don't think they're doing... Yeah, look at that. They've only done 100... No, that's the wrong one. The Iron Drakes have done 192 damage. So yeah, it wasn't them that was doing damage to us. It was probably the Hammerers. Yeah, it was definitely the Hammerers. Alright, get into the forest. And I'll have to bring you over here. Start... Oh, this... I didn't even notice. But it wasn't a big deal. Let's bring them in. Right, let's get them over here as well to help out with this, because they can get there quickly. They probably won't get there in time, but send them over there anyway. Good getting our barrier back. Main thing here, just trying to cause as much more dissension effect on them. Yeah, actually that's pretty damn dangerous how much it's doing to them there. Manticores are back to being at full health. Almost full health. No casualties done to them this battle, at least. We will need time for this guy to actually get his health healed after the battle. Just because he's got the regen cap doesn't mean you're going to use it all. Okay, we've got exactly 2 spells worth of Fleshy Abundance. But, another thing we've got to consider is that would we save more health by army lossing them with these spells as opposed to healing this? I'm not sure. I reckon they're bloody close. But if I cast this again, we'll only get 1 Fleshy Abundance. Just wondering if I can manage to win this. Get the army losses without another spell cast. I'm not sure. Don't think so. Alright, that just means 1 Fleshy Abundance instead of 2. There's the army losses. Alright, if we're going to Fleshy Abundance anyone, it should be... I reckon you. Because we'll technically get more hit points restored with them. And the Shaggoths are easier to protect by just, keeping them out of combat. It's easier to keep them out of combat than the other ones. Oh, hang on. I can't afford the overcast. And the battle's not over yet. Might be a good idea to have the Manticores finish off the Giant Slayers. I will need Kholek to fight here. No one else is going to be capable of doing it. And remember, we don't want to wipe out the army in its entirety, just like most of their units. Because we want to use the remnants of whatever's left of this army to fight again to get the last book of Khorne. Probably not going to hit it, but whatever. Oh my god! Oh, I don't think they did any friendly fire damage. That's lucky then. Right, maybe we could use this to debuff him just so he doesn't hit Kholek as often. And this is just for healing now. That's the last cast. Yeah. Okay, once again, just pause the recording so that I can heal the Manticores and heal him a bit, just, you know, passively, because of his item. Okay, decisive victory this time, and got a bit of healing in, but they ran off the battlefield before we got all the healing, but it's fine. It won't be a problem. Okay, still got a lot of value out of him. And the Manticores are doing a good job. They keep getting better as they're getting more experience. But overall, the army's in roughly around the same shape as it was previously. Maybe a little bit better off. But now there's this portion of the army here that will remain. But am I going to use up too much movement getting there? That's the problem now. Yeah. Yeah, we'll use up too much movement trying to get it, so it's more of a priority to get rid of these other armies than to get the Book of Khorne. There's no guarantee that's going to do it right now anyway. Still, we got some more experience, so more health for Kholek is really good. Probably need melee defense more than we need more weapon damage. It's going to help us against the Slayers a hell of a lot. That'd be good as well. Actually, yeah, let's grab that. But he won't use it if we equip that item. Alright. It might help us out a fair bit if we increase the item drop chance. I'm not sure if that affects the Book of Khorne. I'm just not sure about that. Alright, now we've sort of crossed in a triangle here. If I go up this way, who uses up the least amount of movement? That uses up the most. This is the same distance.
Bring me to the storm! Ready to face your doom?
Yeah, I don't think we're strong enough to just deny enemy reinforcements. We still have to use a lightning strike on that, because we'll just get so exhausted if we don't do that. Problem is though, it's better for movement if we don't lightning strike them. But yeah, we gotta. Now the big question here though is, do we put on the Book of Khorne? Yes, I think we'll be fine this time. Yep, he's putting the Khorne back on. Okay, so enchanted, that one goes off. Wear this one. And then, yeah, I'll give you Doomsinger. And you can have the sort of change. And the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. And that way he's not going to be weak against, not get a weakness to fire. And his regen will actually be doubled because of that. I don't think any of these ancillaries are going to do anything for us. No. Okay. But yeah, he's going to be rampaged. And we're not going to be able to utilize him. But at least if he's got this on, if they catch up to him, it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully we get the item this time. But it's okay if it's not this time. Alright, that is probably going to be less useful on him. So let's actually put it on this giant here, so that it can actually keep up with the rest of the army. So once again, still need to lightning strike. It's funny how it's still close to feet, but we knock off half their army. It knocks off a little bit of ours, but it's trash. Alright, let's jump in and see how this goes. Oh yeah, that's another thing as well. By equipping the Khorne item, they're all going to have ridiculous amounts of leadership. Shit. They're still going to be affected by army losses though. Oh, that being said, if they've got 150 leadership, they might not. I guess we'll see. Alright, keep Kholek the fuck out of it. He could hide if he was... No. If it was behind terrain, he could. If I can get him over here, that'd be great. I should have equipped something to give him Vanguard deployment. Because if you put him here, he's just not going to Pathfind at all. Too bad I can't issue any orders at this... Oh, maybe I'll be able to issue an order right at the beginning. Wouldn't that be funny? No. I tried. Okay, then as for them... Oh, shit! I was looking at things backwards. Oh, God. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Well, hopefully... Oh, no. It's like deployed to be out that way. Should have put him over this... we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it actually ends up being bad. Sometimes you make a mistake and ends up not being a big problem. Sometimes it ends up fucking you over, but we'll see. So yeah, looking at them. Oh, yeah. But lightning strike... Oh, no. It's a cannon for the 148 leadership. Jeez. Yeah, definitely try to draw their attention in this direction so that Kholek can keep going over there. Just don't want him fighting at the beginning of the battle. If he wants to jump in at the end of the battle, that's fine. Now, I reckon with this, don't use it at the beginning either, because I think we could get a lot of really good use out of it once they're a bit more thinned out. We're not in any danger at the moment. I'm not sure if that increases miscasting. But I can't cast near him because it makes me explode. But I wanted to get in close so I could use the mortis engine effect. Alright, these ones around over here. It's not like these guys here are that dangerous in melee. 95 melee defense. Ugh, too much. Alright, just gotta be a bit careful when casting, that's all. Gotta be how far away from him? 100 meters, which is the same distance of the spell. Good. Seems like they're getting ready to go over this direction. If they send 1 or 2 units over at Kholek, that's no big deal. Alright, we should be safe there. Good, I think. So, no kills on him done so far, but 7,000 damage almost. Yep, that's good. Yeah, so they want to send all of this against Kholek. If that's the case, get ready, not yet, but get ready for these ones to go over here and support him. Looks like they're pussyfooting around a bit. That's fine. They're going to dick around. That works for me. Alright, looks like my mistake is not going to be so bad. Yeah, if I pop this down right now, it's just going to get instantly killed. So get a lot more value out of it once we've thinned them out a bit more. Got the cover of the forest here, but it would be good to take... actually, no, I don't want to take out the flame cannon, because I could potentially get it to shoot at this guy here, get him to kill their own units. Plus, if I go charging in over here, the Trollhammer torpedoes will hit us, and then they'll rampage, and then they'll die. Ah, fuck, you got too close. Just wait until there's a little bit more distance, and then get him in there. Should be fine there. Good. Good that the Iron Drake came over here. Okay, they're good to go and deal with that. It's going to take them way too long to get over here and deal with it, especially with the Troll Hammer Torpedo here pinned down. That is very good. So yeah, one unit over here is not a big deal for Kholek. But I reckon he'll go into melee and then they'll realize that they fucked up. And they'll bring more units over here. And we need to back him up. Because he won't use up any of his army abilities at all. Because I can't select him. Maybe watch out with this one because it's still quite badly damaged. Oh, we got a timer. I didn't realize that. Now they're coming up this way. That's what I was worried about. But the fact that they're spread out like this could work out just fine for us. I guess we'll find out soon enough. If I pull them out of the fight, I might be able to lure them away. And Kholek's fine. As long as the Slayers aren't fighting him, which they are. Good, that's... Yeah, just gotta get him in there. They'll heal, it's fine. Okay, might be a good idea as well to reduce the damage output of... No, not long bids. Oh my god. Let's get those sort of change over here. Oh, that counts as a spell? Doesn't matter, I just gotta keep doing it anyway. Okay, if these guys here could get rid of that Lord, that'd be fantastic. Get them over here as quickly as I can. You come in as well. Move that one back. Manticores over here, just need to keep them busy. Still not worth it to do a heal here yet. Just keep focusing on damage output because this is causing poison. Oh yeah, we got this. I don't think any units are gonna get wiped out. This is all going just fine. I guess all the extra experience they got from the previous battles, they're doing a lot better now. Remember that first fight? These guys not died, but they took so much damage so quickly against the Slayers. I was reluctant to send them in any more battles against Slayers. So I'm getting shot up a little bit here, but... Actually, no. We're probably going to lose some of them if we don't get them out of there. So far, no Dragon Ogres have... I think one just died. We're gonna have one Dragon Ogre death per battle, don't we? Okay, I think we actually need to help the Manticores a little bit more. He's getting fucked up, get it out of there. Damn Troll Hammer Torpedo, how much damage is it doing? Heaps. Yeah, this fight over here is going fine. No problems. And Kholek is fine as well. Good. No anti-large melee units over here, so as long as we get the Iron Drake Troll Hammer Torpedoes pinned down, The rest of it's fine. Watch out for this. Okay, now that one's taken a bit more damage. Okay, now we've taken, what, 4 casualties this battle. Oh yeah, another thing, they're all essentially unbreakable. With that kind of leadership. Because of the Book of Khorne. I hope we get it this time. Although, law of averages, we really shouldn't have. I guess the chances of us getting success 3 times in a row, it's 1 in 8. That's not too bad. And I think we just army lost them. Yeah, so they're still not immune to army losses with that. Alright, the Manticores took a fair bit of damage, but the silver lining on this battle is that we've still got a fair bit of Winds of Magic left, so I could totally justify doing some heals. If we're going to do it on anyone, I think it should be these 4 Dragon Ogres. The Shaggas. And just let them run them down. Yeah, that miscast is no big deal after that. Alright, we've still got enough Winds of Magic to do it again. So the next one will be on the Manticores, on these 4 here. I think they're the most damaged. Alright, I'll pause the recording as I deal with the rest of this. Alright, so I pretty much used up all of their regen cap. Our army is taking a few casualties. But we're still enduring. Yeah, 4 casualties this time. 4 times as many casualties as I've taken in any other battle so far. Ridiculous. And now it's just 50-50 chance that we'll get that Book of Khorne. But if we don't, there's still more battles that we can do. The thing is, we get the next one, we don't have to equip it. For these battles, that is. You just have to equip it at the end of the turn. Alright, did we get it? No, we didn't. Okay, that's fine. I mean, 2A to 3A ain't bad. So we could strike that. It uses up too much movement. Alright. Yeah, we definitely won't be able to reach these guys here. At least make the attack with them. But it doesn't mean we can't make the attack with the other ones. Archaon does have Lightning Strike as well, but his army is nowhere near as good as Kholek's. So, looking at Kholek. Let's see. I reckon more melee defense will be suiting him just fine. I don't think there's anything else we really need to get. Funny how we put the 3 points into this, it didn't. That was the time we didn't get it. Don't get Blight Boil, won't worry about that. Earthing's not going to make any difference, we just grab it anyway. I don't know. There's nothing else that we really need to get there. Okay, then, the big question here is, do we take this off for this battle here? Nah, I think we'll be fine. Just, maybe this time don't put Kholek so close to him at the start of the battle. Now, if we don't... Well, okay, we could just auto-resolve it. That's weird. But that unit will get wiped out. If we Lightning Strike it, it won't wipe out these guys here, which that could be good to give us another opportunity to attack again. No, I think this time, don't Lightning Strike. We should just get rid of this one completely, because I'm going to need to wheel Kholek back around, so I don't want to keep pushing in this direction any further. Because this will be the last battle possibly that we attack, or with Kholek as the attacker. So... could just... no, it'd be a Pyrrhic victory. Would be having nothing left. Definitely need to fight this manually. Alright, let's get into it. Now, I think the fact that we're fighting, 2 armies here isn't going to make any difference to the drop chance of the Book of Khorne. choke point battle could actually work in our favor. Because they'll be a bit more concentrated, be a bit more willing to sit tight there. Although it'll be hard to get around them. Yeah, Kholek. Oh, this actually could work out. Actually, go closer to here. You'll have a harder time pathfinding. In fact, they won't even see you. No, they will because you're revealed. You can't hide. Alright, let's get in there. And yeah, this guy's proven to be super bloody useful in this battle. In these battles, I mean. So let's not take out their artillery straight away, because that will cause them to advance on us, and we don't want that. Unless they advance on us anyway, in which case take out the artillery. Okay. I was hoping they'd stay put, but I was wrong. Okay, when their reinforcements come in, they might go back that way. Also, if I send the manticores around through here, because the artillery on this side, they might come back around the other side. Kholek is still revealed, yeah. Right, I'm going to use this to try to get the artillery off their... the crew off the artillery, and maybe get these guys to fall back a bit. But I don't expect those Chaos Spawn to last very long. Well, it buys us time. All the missile units are over this side, there's none over here, unless they're hidden. Okay, that one's been neutralized. But they're not going to get out of it. They're too clunky, these units. If they could shoot into us and kill a bunch of their own slayers, that'd be great. Oh, that looks much nicer for blood, but I don't think I can get out of there. Okay, if I land them over here, maybe they'll come back this way. Because you can see they're starting to make their way towards Kholek. At least we're not exhausted this time. Straight for Kholek. Okay, I'm gonna need to get them over here. Actually, just the dragon ogres. There should be two actually. Leave these back over here. Not quite as quick. Yeah, they didn't give a shit about the manticores. But with that extra melee defense for Kholek, he should last pretty well against this to begin with. So maybe don't send them in straight away. Good amount of damage done by this guy so far. No, they did not care about these other units. They're just all going straight to Kholek. Well, if their entire army blobs up around Kholek, that'd make it really easy to dish out damage via the spells. He's alright. No need to charge in just yet. Good, that one's been taken off the artillery. Great. Sending the manticores in over here, not ideal. Not yet. Bounce of power is looking good, and Kholek is also faring quite well there. So those Slayers, they actually did barely any damage to him this time. All that extra melee defense really came in handy. Good, doing shitloads of damage with the Mortis Engine effect. That's what we want to see. Kholek's fine. Don't need to send everyone in just yet. Wait until they commit to over here. Because in this area here, once we get them all in here, very bad place for them to be fighting our entire army. Start closing in on them. But I think they figured out what was going on here. Alright, that's fine. Let's get in and fight them with our other units. Probably will end up taking a bit of damage, but that's okay, because the odds look pretty good. Maybe leave these out of it this time. Except for this one, actually. You can come in for a bit. Need to get rid of the artillery. Actually, no. Need to get rid of the Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedoes. They're more important than them. Kholek, yeah, he's weak against fire because he's got regen. So take out the Trollhammer torpedoes because they're flaming attacks. Actually, we don't need to attack this head-on. Just fall back again. Just draw them out that way. Those flamethrowers are not that important. Let's get over here. Deal with their missile units first. Good, I think the Manticore's actually got a little bit of healing from all that. Although they would have been getting heals because of the passive. That all worked out very nicely, I think. We really didn't take that much damage. And all their most dangerous units have been eliminated. Good. Keep him safe. And Kholek is no longer... Oh, this one here hasn't been fully wiped out. Kholek is no longer properly participating in the fight. He's back to going rampaging. Alright, I think we're really close to the army losses. They've lost all of their missile units apart from the melee units with secondary shots. And we've still got... Actually, we don't have that much magic left. So if we want to do any spell casting at the end of the battle, we need to get in there now and sort of army lost them. Luckily, there's no more Slayers. Although, I don't think I even need to use any healing. Hang on, how much magic does this cost overcasted? 25, okay. That other time I think I had 24. Wait, one magic short. Goddamn Rampage. Okay, there's the army losses. So this time we want to wipe out as much of them as possible because I don't want to pursue them. There. Get rid of this. Get you out of there. I mean, I might. It just depends on what's left and how much movement we've got left. Oh shit! I don't have enough magic for an overcast now. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just regular cast it then. On, I reckon this one here. Oh, I could have done two. Oh, God, whatever. Get these ones over here, running them down rather than fighting the general. Okay, cool. Then, yeah, I reckon get over here. Alright, I'll pause the recording, run them down as much as I can. And then we need to wheel back around, and probably Kholek won't be the attacker in future fights, but it just depends. We might get the Book of Khorne. But anyway, I'll pause it while I deal with this. Okay, that's it. And there should be barely anything left. Yeah, 88 men left. Oh, perfect for Khorne's number. Surely we're going to get the book this time, but we'll see. So it's just this one here that ran away, I think, fairly early. Every other unit should get wiped out, I think, even this one here. Unlikely that'll survive. And then we use another army to attack, and Kholek comes in as reinforcement. Because the army that is attacking, the main commander, has to be the one that equips the book. If we don't get it this time, yeah, so that's all that remains. Do we get it? We got it. Okay, cool. So now we don't need to have this equipped at all, but I can't unequip it. What he does need to do is over the end turn, just have someone equip this. The Khorne corruption, all provinces, that doesn't matter when playing as Warriors of Chaos. Diplomatic relations -200 with all factions. Your allies will get over it. Okay, now, how far can we force march? Oh, piss, we can't. This guy here is actually slowing us down. I think. Yeah. We could move a lot further if he wasn't in the army. Because all we really need to do is get rid of these two here. But without a healer, this army's not as good. But if we bring in... You still got this one over here. I don't necessarily need to deal with that myself. These two over here is what I wanted to deal with. Because the garrison would be able to handle these two. Well, they'll get new lords though, so maybe this guy here... Hang on. I need to take him out of the army one way or another. And I won't be able to attach him into another one because he's already technically attached. He's already done an agent action this turn, so I can't reattach him. Now Kholek can actually reach over here. So he can reinforce there. If I put him here, it's possible this guy might be able to attack there as well. Okay, so we put him there.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
Oh, yes. Corruption always.
Yeah. Okay, then we have to decide how to go about this next bit, because if we lightning strike, well then we can't use Kholek. This is a trash army, and we've also got no healer this time. Also got to take out that stupid book. Who are we going to attack with? Because if I send Archaon over here, that'll probably be the easiest bet to get the win. But then he won't be able to participate over here. And Kholek definitely won't be able to... Well, hang on. How much movement will he use to get there? He might be able to force march and reinforce in that area. Okay. So we'll have him launch the attack. This army sucks.
I'm your dude, Kholek.
Have a look at his equipment. Alright. Let's give him the... Hang on. Whose item is better? Archaons or Kholeks, because one of them should wear the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. The other one should get the other sword. I think I'll... yeah, I'm going to give Archaon the Doomsinger, and Kholek will have the other one. Then, definitely need some more armor here for sure. Armor of Destiny will be good. Talisman, got plenty of those. Then... enchanted item. Let's see. Other Trickster Shards actually really good now. Oh, you can get this? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, then Kholek. We still got to remember to take this off. Then he'll have the... oh, I have to... okay. You can put Star Crusher back on. And then I have to take... let's see. You can have it, I guess. You need to get number 3 and 5 and 6. That's it. Take that. Then Archaon. No, Archaon, sorry. Kholek needs to take the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. There it is. Take that. Alright. Then, I want to take some of these units out of Archaon's army. Because they're not going to be helpful, I think. Alright, this one here. Pull out this one and this one. I'll take the Hell Cannons. And we'll just bombard them to begin with, but I'll just withdraw them from the battlefield when we're done with it. Okay, then I won't be able to Lightning Strike, even though I've got it, because otherwise Archaon is a whole battle by himself. Which, he's not a one-man Doomstack. Yeah, he hasn't got all these points in. Base... oh, hang on. Kholek will only show up if we attack this one here. Unless... hang on. Put that back over here. Unless I move Kholek to there, but then he's not going to reinforce here. Alright. Yep, go for that one there. No, this one, sorry. Which means we use up more of our movement. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so this time, we want to not control large army, so that this army doesn't get to show up. And it will prevent, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 units might be able to show up. Wait. No, that one won't be able to show up. Because there's 19 units in this army. Yeah, so it would stop these ones to show up. Okay, that's fine, because I can still withdraw units from the battlefield. Kholek will be on Force March, but both of them have got regen. Archaon's going to have a lot of regen, so we could use him a lot at the beginning of the battle. Alright, let's do this. And what we'll do with the artillery there is just bomb as much as we can. And when they close in, just withdraw them from the battlefield. There's no sense in them getting killed. It's clear that he's tried to invest a fair bit into these Hell Cannons, and they're not bad units. It's not... I don't try to fight enemies on terms that they're good at. You don't bring Warriors of Chaos Artillery to go fight one of the best artillery factions in the game. It's just not really how you're going to win. It's like, don't bring a cavalry army to go fight Bretonnia. Like, you're not going to win. Okay, they're coming from over that way, so you guys don't want you obstructed, but you need to be in a position where you can actually withdraw. Then again, none of the units are going to leave the battlefield quickly, so you should be fine there. Oh, shit. They're still actually getting the leadership bonus because of the Book of Khorne, but actually could be beneficial for us, because that means fewer of them will run away, which means it'll take longer for any of them to come onto the battlefield. Silver lining. Okay, move to the... oh, I was going to... no, that's fine. That's fine. I was going to delay them, but then I don't need to. Didn't realize I'm going to come in instantly. Alright, so yeah, he's got... oh, he's actually not a good spellcaster. Well, he's the only one we've got. Okay. 1, 2. At least these guys have to go all the way around there. Yeah, no healing for us this time. Only for the single entities, that's it. Bounce power's in our favor to begin with, but they've got a lot of reinforcements, and we don't have as much as them. So I reckon what we need to do is try to get a blob around Archaon and bomb them with Searing Doom. And if we have to get Kholek and Archaon in there, we've got to keep in mind as well, Archaon's got a lot of battle healing cap for this battle. Lots and lots. 500% extra. So as long as he doesn't take damage quickly, he's fine. Okay, that might be worth getting rid of. Excuse me. Oh, nice. Did collision attack on them there. Okay, get these over here, because I wouldn't mind them advancing so that the artillery can actually get some shots on them. Just don't advance too quickly on us. That's why we use the heroes to just bog them down as much as we possibly can. I guess these ones have healing. Good, they're not doing any damage. Archaon's actually kind of doing badly against his hammerers. I guess all the physical resistance that he has. Also, he's not demonic. He hasn't got that extra physical resistance, which wouldn't matter in this case. But yeah, they're doing a fair bit of damage. Okay, just try to get them over here. Yeah, I couldn't give that item, the extra battle healing cap over to Kholek. We've already addressed that. But it would have been better if I could have, because he's more valuable to us than Archaon in this particular fight, because Archaon is just not high level. I don't know if we should really be aiming at the same targets. But that looked pretty good. This is doing pretty well so far. No complaints. Archaon hasn't done much damage. We also don't have a Mortis engine in this battle, because our wizard couldn't keep up with us. Oh yeah, he doesn't want to engage, so instead just hump his butt. Or knock him over and do no damage. But once we do actually fight him, that works out quite well. Try to shoot into the biggest cluster of them. Even if they're weak against flaming attacks, it's still good to shoot at the Iron Drakes. Just because this overkills them anyway. Good. That's actually working out really nicely. Alright, Cinnamon. Oh, not against the Slayers. What am I doing? Use these ones here to shoot the Slayers. Giants. send these over here to fight Slayers, I guess. Kholek, get over here so we can help them out a bit. Okay, Archaon should be fine to go and duel this guy. I guess we'll see. Not taking that much damage. Good. Extra melee defense there helps out. Very good. Make sure these ones here stop shooting at us. So just pin them down. One cannon remaining. Oh, I also should pop that down while we're back over here. Okay, well this force here has definitely been beaten. Only a little bit of damage done to us. But could you imagine if we didn't have that healer? Well, for one thing, we wouldn't even got to this point. We would have been exhausted well before then. Because don't forget, we started this video with most of the army was damaged. Okay, now we should be shooting at their reinforcements as they're coming in. Because this is all just nothing. Finish that off easily enough. Well, Archaon's doing pretty badly there. So let's get him out. He did no damage to this guy. Might help if we get out of the forest, because the oh no, he's got Strider, so it actually wouldn't affect him. Yeah, it says that, but you can see here it actually didn't. That's weird that he didn't actually get any hits in. His melee attack is. Oh no. His melee defense is higher than our guys. Could use Spirit Leech, but it's so bad against dwarfs. Then again, we've got a item that's reducing his spell resistance. If I could charge on him every now and again, that'd be good, but no, that didn't hit. Alright, some of these are very badly damaged now. They need to be withdrawn from the battlefield as soon as we're dealt with this, because we've still got that cannon's been shooting at us this whole bloody time. Hasn't done much damage though. Okay, tell them to leave.
I control Cinch's gifts. Charge them! My blade hungers!
Ah, damn it, that one's out of ammo. Must have just shot its last load. There we go. Get that one out of there. Archaon, that is. Alright, these two here. Let's get them to leave. Good. More reinforcements coming in. Hang on. No, don't let them leave, because we don't have that much more reinforcements to come in anyway. Just get them out of there. Oh shit, that giant's not going to be quick enough to get away.
Charge them! My blade hungers! Blade corruption!
All the manticores are in good shape. Okay, you leave. Yeah, once these two here have left, the last of our reinforcements will come in.
What? Very well.
Whoa, jeez, that one's taken some damage. Hopefully it routes before it dies. So good, I think. Our giants there are doing fine. This one, get it out of there. That, yeah, these freaking slayers. Okay, this can leave. Yeah, get all of them back. Actually, the giants aren't doing too bad. They can stay. Oh no, it died. Wait, no, it didn't. It's got 100 health left. I've got to stop them from attacking it. It just shattered. That's all. It's not actually dead. Woo, close call then. Okay, this one's gonna die though. Get it out. See how much fucking difference a healer makes? Holy shit. Get that back. Yeah, it's... okay. Oh, how are we gonna deal with that? The healthy ones. Go run that down. Okay. Good thing that Archaon's got so much potential healing. Holy shit. He's taking some damage there. Stay there for a little bit longer and pop this down on them, although... yeah, I kind of wish you hadn't gone down the blue line with this and actually made him stronger. Would have made such a big difference here. Here's what it is. Alright, the last of their reinforcements are now showing up. And our Shaggoths are shagged. They're fucked. They can't find anyone. Get him out! Oh my god. Don't you dare get wounded, Archaon. You better rally. Giant piece of shit, get out of there. Fucking Slayers. This had to be the highest Slayer army. This is why we didn't want to fight it. Get it out of there. He'll probably rally. Good thing he wasn't a demon. Shit, we gotta get more of our guys away from these fucking units. Get them out, get them out, get them out. You need to heal. Haven't even used up your regen cap. These ones here as well, get out of there. It's basically all up to Kholek and Archaon now. Archaon just needs some time to heal. And actually the Manticores. Get the giants out of there. Yeah, this was definitely the most dangerous army. Worst to last. If we could army loss it, that'd be great. Kholek's been doing quite well. You know what? I need to send Kholek around over here to go and fight their organ guns. And, oh shit, no, get rid of this damn Slayer. Unfortunately, even though Archaon will regenerate, he has got wounds now. So he's going to be a bit slower and weaker. Kholek's doing very nicely though. If I can pull up around him and we'll bomb him with this. It's great. Oh no, watch out, you got Slayers still coming in. Okay, you get out of there. Don't let them leave the battlefield, but just get out of the way. Okay, just be careful. It seems like they can't reach that one.
My blade hungers.
Yeah, draw them into the forest over here. Because if I go charging in at them, all of those guns, they'll easily kill one of my manticores. I'd like to prevent that.
Archaon,
Alright, Archaon's slowly healing, so that's good. And get them out of there. Because that was not advantageous to us at all. Good, and in the forest we're going to be a bit more protected against these Iron Drakes. If we get rid of the artillery, that's worth a ton of balance of power. It might cause the army losses. Well, that being said, we've also lost a lot of balance of power ourselves. Definitely don't send Archaon into combat. I thought he would do a lot better. But I guess without any stat boosts, doesn't make sense. Alright, Kholek's just about hit his max regen. But he doesn't have the thing that gives him heaps of extra battle healing cap. So that means he's only lost about 85% of his max health so far, because he's got an extra 10% because of the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. Alright, they don't seem to want to fight him anymore, so let's go take out the Iron... Actually, no. Kholek, you just stay back here. Archaon should be able to do this. They don't seem to want to target him. Getting shot by this. Not too much about it. Now would be a good time to go after them. Cannonballs. It's actually not doing that much, but we'd be better protected in the forest here. This is working well for Archaon. The thing is, he's got flaming attacks, so yeah, it's not so bad. I mean, the what's it called? Where is it? That reduces their flame resistance as well. No. We saw what happens when you fight hammerers. How about none of that? They almost got through our barrier, but nope. They should be fine to come in here. If these ones aren't able to shoot, even though they're a bit damaged, they should be fine. I don't think this is doing a ton of damage to us. Shit. Caught again. But the crew of that artillery have been pulled off, so that's good. That's gonna miss. Watch out, because some of these ones here are very badly damaged. Yeah, maybe just keep them out of it. Losing regular dragon ogres isn't that big of a deal. Losing the shaggots is. But at least those cannons have been neutralized. Yeah, if you could just chase them around for a bit, maybe that'll be okay. We'll see. None of them are going after the giants. That works for me. Oh, I think they're just ignoring us. How dare they? Last one here, just keep shooting. If you could just get rid of that, that'd be great. No, Archaon cannot be fighting hammerers. We've already seen what happens with that. No thanks. Get out of there. They want to chase us here. Some of this. Right, move them back. Need that rampage to end. Kholek should be fine here as long as those Iron Drakes don't shoot him. Shouldn't be a problem. Still got a good amount of damage inflicted through Archaon. I think Kholek did better though. Yeah, much better.
Fear me, mortals! My master's call! Yes, I control...
Surely the army lets us any moment. Okay, charge him back there. There we go, got him. Oh, there's a couple of Slayers left over here, that's about it. Well, that's basically his endgame crisis, at least in this area here, dealt with. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you don't need to bring, like, loads of trash. It depends on the faction that you're playing, but especially when you're playing as Shadow Legion, or Warriors of Chaos in general, a Doom stack is worth fucking 20 crap stacks, especially because you got no supply lines. So they don't really get that expensive. And in the later stages of the campaign, the Warriors of Chaos get super rich. So this one over here, it's not actually unbreakable, it's just got such high leadership because of the Book of Khorne that we've got on. Oh, there's still one more Slayer over here. 2 Slayers. Archaon's getting that regen. God damn, that item is amazing. That amount of battle healing cap. So friggin' useful. Oh, hang on, don't wipe it out completely. The more healing you can get, the better. Because we've still got more movement left on Archaon. More opportunity to finish them off. Oh, what am I doing? It's not just run on autopilot. I think my brain was like, I don't want to do this battle anymore. Alright, so yeah, there's still a few of them left, but it's just remnants. And then there's that other army, which I don't think Archaon's actually got enough movement to reach, but the other armies that we've left there should be able to handle it. But I would recommend transferring those Books of Khorne elsewhere. Oof. A lot of damage there. Ooh, Archaon can actually reach. Okay, cool. Well, then you got this, basically. Alright, so what I want to do, I'm just going to save here, because it's not on Legendary difficulty. What I want to do is just show you guys what happens when we do get all the Books of Khorne. Now, you only need to have this one equipped in order to merge them all. It's just that we can't unequip the other ones. So you could wait until next turn to do this, but just get out of the way and get it done now. Like I said, I'll send the save file back from what I just saved. Whatever happens everywhere else, none of this matters. I just want to show you the Book of Khorne event. Like I said, it doesn't matter. All this is we're just gonna turn back time on this.
Malleus is mine. I named it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yes, yes. I foresee destruction.
Oh, it's annoying when people have queued up like 50 bloody moves. And I can't press R to speed this up. Oh, yeah, I can't do anything to speed it up. Just needs to go through the motions and get them all done. There we go. Just don't worry about it. Oh, Oh, hang on. Actually, I do actually need to have Archaon survive the battle. I'll just pause the recording as I go through this end turn here. Goddamn, they really don't want me to show you what happens when you put all the books of Khorne together, do they? I spent fucking 2.5 hours fighting those damn battles with Kholek Rampaged, which he didn't ask me to do any of that. I just wanted to do it. I'm not gonna reap the rewards. Because obviously I would have cleaned up more of those armies first, but that's the extent that I'm willing to help out for this. But anyway, I'll just pause it, get through the end turn. Obviously Archaon probably should get out of the way. It seems like this... Oh, do we have to deal with this one here first? Because I reckon what he did is he jumped over here, and then this one attacked. I didn't really see it. Because we should be able to just auto-resolve it. Still just safe. Okay, so if we send all of our guys... Should just be able to beat... Oh, these are really badly damaged. They perform badly in auto-resolve. Alright, cool. Yeah, like I said, this is just so we can get through the end turn. Alright. Just so we get through the end turn. Just kill this one as well. But I'm not going to save it. Stay close to here. You go there. Let's finish this off. There we go. Alright, they won't bother us this turn. What the hell happened over here? Looks like we made the attack. So, yeah, give a multi-turn order to move to attack it. There you go. Fuck, I don't know what he wanted to do there. Doesn't matter. Okay, now hopefully we'll be fine over the end turn and nothing will disturb us. There'll still be a couple of multi-turn orders that are moving around. But... I did equip Archaon with the item, right? Oh my god. I may have saved it and then equipped it. I can't remember what I did. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I put it on. Okay, good. Well, that's Malachai's faction completely wiped out. But like I said, I'll send the save file back from when I actually hit quick save. So that he can actually fight that battle manually and not lose units. Because that one remaining army is not going to be an issue for him. I mean, if we want it in auto-resolve. Plus, he can get Archaon over there. And Archaon's got a few levels up, so we can make him a lot stronger. Don't care. Don't care, whatever. So actually don't occupy that settlement. It's not my campaign. I don't know what the other things are going on in the campaign. Is this going to prevent that other event from happening? No. Okay, so here are the options. We take the Burning Books of Khorne, which any region raised while wielding this item can never be reoccupied. Didn't they say they were going to change that? These permanent ruins can still be occupied by any Khorne faction who have the automatic ruin colonization feature. Oh, okay, so that won't apply to us, but it will be fine for Khorne. Spell intensity. Didn't they say they were going to change that to something else? And then the other one here, the Ire of Khorne, which reduced upkeep cost, replenishment rate, control all provinces, Khorne corruption minus 100 all provinces. So playing as a regular, like, Order-Tide faction, this is good. But for Warriors of Chaos, I think this is maybe more beneficial. Just make sure that you don't raise any settlement while equipping it, or else you'll never be able to occupy it. Especially if it's a Dark Fortress. But if it's like some shit settlement that doesn't matter to you, then why not? That actually could be quite good. And spell intensity plus 100%, that's really freaking good. Nice. Press battle for him. So, if we were to equip that on Archaon, as an example. So all of those items are now gone. And here's the item here. So it's an enchanted item. Well, if you've got that, then you can't equip the Crown of Everlasting Conquest. So, I don't know, it's up to you which way you want to go about it. But, like I said, just go back in time. I've shown you guys what the reward is for doing it. And it didn't seem like any of the revolts were that big of a deal. Probably would have, yeah, heaps of Khorne corruption everywhere. But for Warriors of Chaos, that doesn't cause us any problems. And then, of course, as soon as you've got this, it strips it away in a single turn. Oh, if you destroy the books, that is. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Later, guys.